Hi everyone, Renee here, and today I'm going to give you my picks for Sephora's spring bonus event for Rouge members and beauty insiders. This video is in partnership with Sephora, so I'm just going to give you some of my recommendations or show you some of my most recent sort of go-to favorites. I feel like I just did one of these videos like a couple of months ago, but that was like in November where I did actually a whole overview of all my Sephora recommendations. So I'm going to link that down below so you can check that out. I'm also going to link a post I did of all my favorite hair, body / everything else products because those haven't really changed for me. There's nothing really new that I'm liking more. So a couple of important dates. The Sephora Spring Bonus Early Access starts today. This is for Rouge members. And it goes on till May the 1st. And then from May the 2nd to the 6th, it's all Beauty Insider access. And all the information will be in the description box down below, as well as a link to where you can sign up to be a Beauty Insider. Let's start off with a cleanser. I started using Kate Somerville's Goat Milk Moisturizing Cleanser end of last year, like in the middle of the winter time. And this is just glorious. I mean, it's so rich, it's so soothing, really comforting to apply on your skin. You can really kind of give a good massage while you're applying it. You guys know that I use cream cleansers as a second step cleanser. Just works better for me in that step. I like to rely on like the oil-based cleansers to just give a more thorough removal of stuff. This is not about removal, it's about cleansing the skin, and it does it in the most beautiful, satisfying way where you just feel like you're treating yourself really well. Rinses off completely clean, no residue or anything like that. Clearly this is not vegan. It's got the goat milk, it's got the manuka honey, the avocado and jojoba oils, aloe, rice bran extract. It's just beautiful. Now that we're hitting allergy season, this is something that is just so soothing and comforting to use after a whole day of blowing my nose. So my last video I did a complete brand overview of the Inky List, which just recently dropped at Sephora. It's wonderfully affordable hero ingredient product. So this may be the opportunity to explore even more and get these products at an even more affordable price. And since we're talking about cleansers, I do want to say that their salicylic acid cleanser is a standout for me. It is so gentle. It's got 2% salicylic acid in it. So it does get in there and clean out your pores without stripping your skin at all. Honestly, great for all skin types. If you're someone who feels like your skin is really congested, or if you're someone who has oily, acne-prone skin, this is perfect. Or if you're a guy who shaves, you know, this is just a great cleanser for you. I'm not one to resist anything biphase. A lot of you know this about me, but this really called out to me when I first saw it. It's from Algenist, from their Genius line, their Ultimate Anti-Aging Biphase Peel. This is a glycolic acid biphase toner. I have never seen anything like this. It is actually the first of its kind, I believe, and I love it. This is basically a glycolic acid toner mixed together with their Algenist microalgae oil serum, and it just works perfectly. I can't for the life of me find anywhere exactly how much glycolic acid is used in here, but it is no small amount. It is like the third ingredient in here. So I'm sort of assuming, even from the way it works and functions and feels, that we're talking around 10%. But also this has a pH value of 3.8. They're packaged with a bunch of cotton rounds, and these are really good ones. You basically mix this up and use a cotton pad to apply it on your skin. The directions say that, you know, after about 5 minutes, you can rinse it off, but I just don't think that's necessary. It really is like a glycolic acid toner, and then using a super lightweight oil serum afterwards. I feel like proportionally this is so perfect because there's no greasiness and you just feel like your skin is super hydrated and that it's just locked in. After using this, my skin feels really good. I don't even get a whole lot of tingling, honestly, but I kind of think that may even have something to do with the fact that over the last year, my use of retinoids has really kind of strengthened and enhanced maybe the thickness of my skin, so it's just not so sensitive and reactive anymore. This also has salicylic acid in it, niacinamide, a good measure of their microalgae oil, as well as their signature sort of alguronic acid. But yeah, this is there is a very slight scent to it. It's barely noticeable to me. This is not cheap, but I love using it. I use this about 2 times a week. It makes my routine on those days just so very easy. And you don't actually need the additional like hydrating toner or hydrating serum as well as this. You know, I love products that just sort of do so many jobs in one. It just kind of simplifies your routine so much. Another serum I want to talk about is this one from Peter Thomas Roth. It's the Peptide 21 Wrinkle Resist Serum. So this is geared towards skin that is already experiencing the signs of aging or mature skin types. This definitely is very, very potent. It's a fantastic winter serum. It's kind of on the heavy side, which makes it like a perfect hybrid product again. It's something that, you know, could actually replace your moisturizer if what you use is a very lightweight moisturizer. This is intense and most likely would be too much for oilier skin types. This targets expression lines, so anywhere where we carry a lot of tension on our faces, you know, the forehead, around here, you know, around our mouths. So where I found this to be particularly magical for me is on my neck, especially during the drier weather. I've started to notice, especially when I'm stretching my neck out, some of these like fine creases or fine lines that are really like they're horrible. When I was using this, those just went away. That really was a surprising result for me. So I basically just used this on my neck, nothing else. I don't layer all my skincare on my neck because I actually tend to get milia around here. So a lot of times heavier moisturizers will cause those little KP or whatever annoying bumps. There are 21 different types of peptides in here, as well as vitamin A, C, E, hyaluronic acid, squalane. What I really love is it's based in rose water, so there's that beautiful natural rose scent to it. Some of the other serums that I've been using and exploring in the past few months were from the Inky List, so go to that review to check those out. Another serum I've been using, not for the face though, for the hair, is this one from The Ordinary. Their multi-peptide serum for hair density. So I've been using this for a few months now. This is my second bottle, and I'm really beginning to see the results of it. So it's been great for my overall scalp health. You know, less flakiness, less dryness, less irritation, and all of that. But this really has helped with my hair density, which really is a problem when you have scalp issues, or even, you know, as you age. You know, you do lose some hair, but also a major issue with thinning hair is because the density of each hair becomes so much thinner. So I feel like this has slowly been helping that. So, you know, we have peptides for our face, but we also have peptides for our scalp and our hair as well. This is all part of like age defensive or just healing, repairing care. A sleeping mask that I've just gotten so into is this one from Fresh, their Rose Deep Hydration Sleeping Mask. Fresh for me is all about the lip products and their masks, specifically their sleeping masks, which I think are so good. And of course, their soy cleanser, which is amazing. What's interesting about this is it's like 2 sleeping masks that you layer on top of one another. And what I've been doing, this is like my ultimate like lazy girl night routine. After cleansing, I'll use, you know, my retinol. And then basically I'll just pop this on, and I'll go to bed. And I will wake up with the fattest, plumpest, most hydrated skin. You don't need a hydrating toner when you use this or serums. It does all of that for you. You use the gel essence first, which is so hydrating, and it's sort of like time release hydration. They say they've got the time release technology in it. Whatever it is, it works because by morning time, my skin is so plump and hydrated, and I feel like it's still going. But yeah, this is what has the rose in it, the beautiful sort of rose water, rose extract. It also has a lot of the cucumber. In fact, this whole mask together has exactly the same scent as the soy cleanser. So it's very cucumbery because it's got a lot of cucumber in it. It's really sort of calming, cooling, hydrating. Then you layer the water cream mask on top of it. And the water cream mask, even though it looks creamy, it's actually still very gel-like. So it's like a creamy gel texture that is super hydrating. I don't always wait for the first layer to dry before I apply the second layer, and it's fine. It still works really well. Speaking of Fresh's lip products, I am, you know, pretty much obsessed with their hydrating lip balms. They came out with 2 delicious spring summer scents. First one is peach, and the other one is lemon. I love them both. I love peach. I love lemon. So I am straight up obsessed with Supergoop's shimmer shades. I've been wearing them every single day. And I feel like this is just such a thoughtful, genius product. I've never come across ever any kind of sunscreen product that you can put on your mobile eyelids. That's a very difficult thing to formulate that will not actually sting or irritate or affect your eyeballs in any way whatsoever. 20% zinc oxide, 5% octisalate, and it's got some titanium dioxide as well. Protection and skincare aside, this is also the kind of makeup that I absolutely love. That really sort of subtle wash of color over the eyelids. There are 3 neutral colors that are just so easy to wear and just universally look pretty good on any skin tone. This texture is really, really interesting to me. I mean, I can tell that they must have gone through so many prototypes to just get this right. It is kind of thick, and it does go on in a way that's sort of thick, so there is coverage. It's not this sheer wash type of eye shimmer thing. It goes on and it does cover your skin, which I appreciate because I really feel like when I have this on, I'm getting coverage. But it doesn't look crazy either. It actually also spreads beautifully and gently, so you're not like pulling too much. It's pretty silky. When I was in Arizona, this did not crease at all, but in New York, it does tend to crease a bit. So I actually use eyelid primer under it, and it just stays on all day, the entire day. And because it's got color, it allows me to see whether it's faded or not, and it really kind of stays put. This looks so good. It's so flattering. And finally, we get some protection on these super sensitive areas of our eyes. A lot of you ask me what makeup I use during filming. When it comes to makeup, I just stay and stick with my tried and true staples. But for foundation, I've been using either Charlotte Tilbury's Light Wonder or Giorgio Armani's Luminous Silk. I love both of them. These I've been using for absolutely years. I love the more natural skin finish it gives me, especially the Light Wonder. The Light Wonder is sort of light coverage, but it just gives my skin this beautiful added glow, I would say. It just looks like good, healthy skin. You do have to make sure you shake this up a lot, though. Otherwise, it tends to separate, which I don't love, but every single one of these that I've gotten does that. But, I love that sort of beautiful skin finish it gives me. The Luminous Silk, I mean, I've been using this for absolutely years. And the way I use this is usually I only sort of focus on the center of my face. I don't really sort of go around the outsides of my face. I don't usually put foundation on my forehead either, but it's always around these sort of reddish areas and areas that have a little bit of hyperpigmentation. Otherwise, I feel like when I use this over my entire face, it looks too flat and I need a little dimension. But I also feel like we work so hard on our skin. Why cover it up? Just let it show and glow. Something new that I've been just loving are the Milk Makeup Kush Lash Primer and Mascara. The lash primer is so good. It makes me look like I've got some lashes. The wand of this is just such a good applicator. It pretty much gets every single lash. It goes on thickly, and if you're someone like me with the lashes I have, then you need something to be pretty thick just to give it some sort of volume. I use the Kush Waterproof Mascara because, I need waterproof. Otherwise, things will go everywhere and they'll just, So I really, really enjoy how thickening, volumizing, and lengthening this is. Again, this has a great sort of fluffy brush as well. They give me lashes. Jo Malone. So my latest fragrance acquisition is this new one from Jo Malone. It's their Peony and Blush Suede. I definitely have my Jo Malone staples. This is definitely more floral than I usually go for, but I'm just in that. It feels spring to me. And also, I just love anything with jasmine, rose notes. This has it all. And I also tend to like that it's sort of a little more, it's also a little cologne-y as well. I do like fragrances that tend to be more on the unisex side. This is definitely womanly though, but in a subtle way. Anyway, so that's it, everyone. These are like my current go-tos, sort of like a new recent favorites. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you discovered some new things. If you're not part of the Sephora Insider Beauty program, if you sign up, you will be able to take advantage of the discounts. Otherwise, happy shopping, everyone. And until next time, I'm wishing you great skin health. Bye.